fryer from Pampered Chef. It doesn't mean I have gotten rid of my old one, and I haven't forgotten about all of you that still own a Pampered Chef original air fryer. And also maybe you have the one that opens from the door, not the drawer. And if you have that, these recipes are gonna be perfect to share with you. One of my favorite things about the original air fryer is the rotisserie setting, because I think it is so great that you can make one of those chickens like they make at Walmart or at Sam's, Costco, the $5 chickens, and you can make them at home. The key here is to make sure you have the right size chicken. So you're gonna look between 3 and 4 pounds. These are the whole young chickens, and then you're gonna add your seasonings. You can do anything you want here. I'm just showing you a variation with some sweet basils, some rosemary herb, some rubbed sage, and some paprika. Smoked paprika is great, garlic, salt, parsley. And speaking of some herbs, I have this fresh oregano. Now, normally I don't use fresh herbs, but I wanted to use this up, and you just add some olive oil and you can spread this all over your rotisserie chicken. Now, any spices are gonna work with this. I used roasted chicken from Kinder's, and that was it. It is going to be upon your taste. I think whatever you do, it's gonna turn out fabulous no matter what, because you're going to have a more reduced sodium chicken, because the ones you get in the store do tend to be a little higher in sodium. You're going to take the skewers and you're gonna put them in. You are going to have to figure the little pieces to go in there like a puzzle, but once you get it, it is easier to do the next time and then each time after that. You're gonna take the whole thing and put it into your air fryer, and it clips in there. It fits in perfectly. Just make sure you have the skewers tight enough into your chicken so it fits. And then once you put the rotisserie setting on, 45 minutes, 400 degrees. Oh yeah, and tie it with some string. That's gonna keep those legs. And if you happen to have a chicken that's a little bit bigger, it will pull those chicken legs and wings together so it can move smoothly, as you see here, without touching the bottom. After 45 minutes, you end up with this wonderfully roasted chicken. And true to my family, we start digging in right away before I could record it. But this chicken is so juicy and the skin is so flavorful, it comes out perfect every time. For another variation, if you can't find the young chickens, try these Cornish game hens. They are the perfect size. I do the same step with the skewers and the end pieces, and the seasoning is minimal with some garlic and onion powder and salt. The same rotisserie setting, 45 minutes, 400 degrees, and the juices is what cooks this chicken. And look at how delicious, and you get a beautiful golden skin. They do taste just like chicken, and they are a great alternative, and my family loves them. I think you'll love them too. Another thing I make all the time in the air fryer are sliders. I've made so many variations, and during a party, this air fryer serves as another oven. What's so perfect about this air fryer and most door-open air fryers is this rack fills an entire package of Hawaiian rolls. So I can feed a crowd with these, and here I'm actually making pesto chicken sliders for a party, but today I am making some for just me and my husband, and I'm actually gonna make some roast beef sliders. To take it up a notch, I'm going to saute some mushrooms and onions in a little bit of olive oil and butter. And while they're cooking, I'm going to slather my Hawaiian rolls with some mayonnaise. And I just have some deli roast beef slices that I'll add next. And then I'll top all of this with those sauteed mushrooms and onions. And then I'll top all of that with some sliced Swiss cheese. I also have this piece of sourdough bread that I just have left, and I'm making it open-faced with the meat, the mushrooms, the onions, and the cheese. Into the air fryer, I'll put it on the bottom rack on air fryer setting for about 8 to 10 minutes until the cheese is all melted. To get the tops golden and add more flavor, I spread melted butter on top, and it makes it so delicious. I serve it up with some ranch and some cucumber slices, and it's the perfect easy meal. This is why I love the air fryer, because it's like that little oven, and you can make these once again for just you and your husband, you and your family, or for a crowd. Something else I love to make in the air fryer is vegetables and side dishes. And one of the things I love to make is anything basted in bacon drippings. I have done this with kale. I've done this with Brussels sprouts. I've done this with so many different vegetables. I've even done it with chicken, which I'll show you that in a minute. But first I wanted to share this variation with pork belly. I have this big slab of pork belly, and it's like a thicker, meatier bacon. And I'm cutting the slab all into cubes, and then I'm gonna line it on this rack, and I will cook this first. Okay, I'm putting our Brussels sprouts on the bottom rack. I moved our pork belly up one rack, and look at that, sizzling. All that fat and juice and wonderful goodness is going to drip onto our Brussels sprouts. Let's go ahead and put them back into air fry mode, and let's do it for another, let's go with 7 minutes. Ooh, check those out. They're looking so good. These are so amazing. Caramelized Brussels sprouts by air frying takes that bitterness out and just makes them so good. Adding the pork belly just took it up a notch. And I served these as a side dish to the dinner we had that week. Now let me share a recipe where I use bacon drippings to cook my chicken in the air fryer. I start with 4 chicken tenderloins and I season them with smoked paprika, and I cook these on the bottom rack while I have my bacon slices on the top rack. I cook this for about 20-25 minutes on the air fryer setting until my bacon is crispy and my chicken was up to temp, and then I take the chicken out and transfer it to a baking dish and I shred the chicken into little pieces. To my chicken, I'll pour on top 1 block of cream cheese that I softened in the microwave, as well as a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream and a 1/4 cup of chicken broth. I mix that all together and then I pour it over all this chicken. Next, I have these jalapeno peppers from our garden that we froze, and I've defrosted them, and I'm going to put a layer of these on top of that wonderful chicken mixture. Next, I'll crumble on some of that crispy bacon that I cooked with the chicken, and I'll put that all on top. And then on top of that, I'm going to add 1 cup of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. This all goes into the oven for just enough time for that cheese to melt. Now, I am using my oven, but my new Pampered Chef Air Fryer is larger and it would accommodate this casserole dish. But look at this finished casserole, so delicious and cheesy, and that bacon flavored chicken takes it over the top. Next up, I'm making low carb air fryer bagels. I already have in here 1 3/4 cup of almond flour. Here's a tablespoon of your baking powder, and I'm going to just mix that so my baking powder gets all combined with the almond flour. Now I'm going to start on my wet ingredients. 2 ounces of cream cheese and 2.5 cups of mozzarella cheese. And another 1/2 cup. I'm going to go ahead and get this in the microwave for 2 minutes. Our cheese is completely melted. Ooh. And it is still warm, so we're going to add our almond flour with the baking powder directly into here, as well as 2 eggs. And it is correct for it to be sticky. I want to make sure all those dry ingredients are now getting wet with our wet ingredients. I'm going to divide this into 6 equal parts. These are bagels, so there we go. And once I have all of these formed, I'm going to coat them with everything bagel seasoning. These go into the air fryer, and I just keep an eye on them. I just alternate the racks every 5 minutes or so, because with the cheese, they do crisp up and get brown very fast. So I just keep rotating the trays until I have the perfect consistency and perfect golden color for these bagels. And when they're done, they are just amazing. I love these. They are low carb. They are so good, cheesy and delicious. And with that everything bagel seasoning, it adds a nice salt and crunch to the top, and they're perfect. We have these a lot, and making them in the air fryer means they are quick and easy. Next up, I'm making a dessert in my air fryer with this hand pie and pocket maker from Pampered Chef. We're gonna make these chocolate beignets. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is make my cinnamon sugar. So I'm gonna do 1/4 cup of sugar with 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And this is going to be what we're gonna coat our, I was gonna say churro, because it's gonna taste like a churro, but this is what we're gonna cover the beignets. So it's gonna have this cinnamon sugar on the outside of our crimped dough. What we're gonna use for our dough today is the flaky biscuit dough, jumbo flaky biscuits out of a can. And I'm gonna get those out and separated. Now, since they're flaky, I should be able to turn 8 into 16. I spread the dough out a little larger than my pie cutter, and I'm just gonna place the dough on the crimped side, and now I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of semi-sweet chocolate chips to the middle, and then I will crimp the pocket maker closed. Any excess dough I will just trim off the sides, and now I have the perfect little beignet, a little pressed pocket filled with chocolate. To help my cinnamon sugar coating stick, I'm going to brush the outsides with some melted butter, and then I'll just sprinkle on that cinnamon sugar all on top, both sides, and then I'll put all of these on my air fryer rack. Now, I did this step differently than the recipe. I went ahead and coated with the sugar and the cinnamon before baking, and I actually think it came out better because it gives it such a caramelized and crunchy coating. It actually worked out so well. Look at these beautiful beignets that have been cooked in the air fryer for about 10 to 15 minutes. Once again, switching the racks, making sure that they don't burn and keeping an eye on them, but they turned out fabulous. I hope you enjoyed all these air fryer recipes. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video.